can't thank them enough. Signed a great class, and you know the thing that about this class is we went through some changes in the off season. I think at one point we had about 6 assistant coaches, so we had to double up, triple up, and the job that they did, and the support staff, the GAs, the people on campus, the food people, strength and conditioning, Chuck, and even the hotel people. It just I can't thank everybody enough for the job that they did. You know, you look at the class, and what I'm talking about, our offensive line class, I think we had them all committed basically before the season started. And when the changes occurred, you know, we lost an offensive line coach and we hired another one, and he was gone in 3 days, and it was a little while before we hired another one. And I know Kenny and Shane got on the road and they started hitting those guys, and then they had to go in their own area, and just the job that they did hanging on to those people. I don't think we lost a commitment because of the changes that we went through. In fact, you know, we gained a couple or 3 new coaches, and that expanded our area a little bit. You know, Sam Levy and Cardell Lou, you know, from Texas and from Maryland. You know, those 2 guys came along because of the people that we brought on staff. So it was a good day, and you know, again, I just want to thank everybody for their effort. You know, when you've been doing it a while, it doesn't take but just a few minutes. I mean, I knew after I was there 5 minutes that he was one that we really wanted. You know, since the season was over, he's gained about 15 pounds. I don't even know what he is on the list, but he came in on his visit a couple weeks ago. He's 250. He's a guy that's probably going to be 280 after the first year, and I think he's got a bright future in front of him. Brian Slater is from St. Paul's, very successful program in Mobile. Kid that I recruited, really liked him going back to last spring, watching him. He's a kid that can really move his feet and push the pocket. He's about 265 right now. I think he'll play at about 290. Ari Anderson from Stanhope is another defensive line. He was in this past weekend. Really bright kid, got a great smile. You know, I think he ended up as a 3-star. We're excited about him. He's another kid that can really run and move his feet and push the pocket for us.
The thing I think I ought to mention is the gray shirts from last year. Rashad Good from Bob Jones is a safety. Terrius Lewis is a linebacker from Linden. Mitchell Rowland is a linebacker from Auburn High School. We've had a few good guys from Auburn High School before. Quarterback Brandon Silvers from Gulf Shores, and a defensive end named Jamal Statham, whose brother is here from Melbourne. And those guys were guys that trusted us and accepted the gray shirt and did not go anywhere full-time in the fall. They're here now, full scholarship, our dime. They're freshmen next fall, 5 to play 4. So tell whoever says anything negative about gray shirt that you know something positive about it.
You know, all of them we think are good players. You know, all the press clippings and all the fine, we think they're good players. You know, like Coach Blaney said, you know, need is, you know, we had a need at corner, we had a need at linebacker. You know, you got needs, you know, all over on the defensive front. Sam was a really good player that you know, that was highly recruited. You know, coming out of the MAP, and then he went to Atlanta Sports Academy, and you know, got his grades and got qualified, and we're excited about that.
We had a big need for offensive line, and as you can see, we signed some of the biggest guys we've signed since we've been here. Guys that came to camp, committed early, were able to stay on them. Plus, we picked up Xavier Fields a little later as the season went on, but recruited him all along. He had come to camp. He was really one of the guys we wanted, so we were able to get him in the mix. Really excited about all those guys. Taylor Edwards from Water Valley, really good player, came to camp, did a great job. Xavier Fields, David Gross, Brett Medforth, and then we got Jonathan Boring in here at mid-year, which was another good get for us. So really excited about that. The next most important deal we had was running back, and we got the 2 guys we wanted. We felt really good. Josh Anderson came to camp. He's a 230-pound back that can play both our running back spots, so we're really excited about him. And Jordan Chun was a guy that we were on from the very beginning. He played a little harder to get there for a little while, but Coach Schlarman had started the recruiting process with him, and we were able to finish it off. He was the 4A Player of the Year up at Madison County. He is a really big back, about 6 foot, 215, can run and catch the football, and we're really excited about him.
You ever been to Gurley, Alabama?
I have been there numerous
You
times.
gotta wanna go to Gurley.
That's right.
I'm offended.
And then Tim Longmire was kind of a
Are you
guy that
really?
we were excited to get because he was a guy that can
Next to
play both
Woodline.
spots. You know, he can play receiver and play in the backfield. So we're gonna kind of swing both ways with him, which we feel like with the backs we had on campus and these 3 guys that we'll be fine next year at running back, even though we lost a really good group of guys. And then finally, we wanted to build some depth at wide receiver. Clark Quisenberry being a guy that was right up the road, you heard Coach Wasden talk about him. We were really fired up to get him. He is going to be a very versatile guy that can play a lot of different things for us. And then Jalen Harris being another guy that we just said we couldn't pass on. He was just too good of a player for us. And then the guy we were able to get at mid-year, A.J. Johnson, really good player out of Hutchinson Community College, will be here in spring practice. We're really excited about him. So he's another 6-foot guy that can run